Buffalo Sabres currently hold the record for the most consecutive seasons missing the playoffs at 12 seasons. And there seems to be hope that Buffalo can make their way back into the playoffs. We saw real improvement from the Buffalo Sabres this year, and other than one really rough patch, they were consistently one of the best offenses in the NHL. And with additions to their defense, maybe the goaltending gets better, and next thing you know, Buffalo makes the playoffs next year. But is this realistic? Yeah. They have one of the most high-flying offenses in the league, led by Tage Thompson, who decided that after Jack Eichel left, he was just going to be the Sabres' new star player. Tage Thompson, Jeff Skinner, and Alex Tuch all put up over a point per game, and Rasmus Dahlin was 73 points on the blue line. With his coming out party being this year, I could really see Dahlin winning a Norris as soon as this upcoming season. Tage Thompson led the team in goals with 47, and assuming he doesn't fall back next year, he should be able to hit 50. But there were 4 other players around the 30-goal mark, like Alex Tuch with 36, Jeff Skinner with 35, Dylan Cousins, who breaks out in his 3rd NHL season with 31 goals and 68 points, and Victor Olofsson scored 28 goals this year, and I think he could definitely score 30 next season. Other guys like Casey Mittelstadt, who everyone kind of forgot about, put up 44 assists and 15 goals for 59 points. And Jack Quinn looks like he could be the next young Sabres star to break out. And you still have a young Peyton Krebs hoping to make his mark on the team. Buffalo also has a young Owen Power who looked fantastic this season, and the sky really is the limit with him. Along with Matthias Samuelsson and Connor Clifton to shore up the top 4, Buffalo has a really underrated defense that should do a little better at preventing goals against. And although the team's goaltending is a little questionable, I'm not sure Eric Comrie or Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has what it takes to be a real starter. However, the future looks bright with goaltending prospect Devin Levi in their system. And now for the part that really makes this team scary. They have $8.775 million in cap space left in a league where more than half the league is sitting right up at the cap. Having cap space is a deadly weapon. For example, they could try to take the Tyler Myers contract off of Vancouver, who desperately needs cap relief, and you can maybe get an Anthony Beauvillier from Vancouver because Buffalo is one of 4 teams that has enough cap space to take on the Tyler Myers contract. Or they could even sign Patrick Kane when he's finally ready, because Buffalo is one of the only teams that is competing for a playoff spot and still has cap space to sign players and make moves. Now, the big issue with Buffalo making the playoffs is somebody has to fall out, and in the Atlantic Division, where the only team that isn't attempting to make some kind of push to the playoffs is Montreal. So who's going to fall out for Buffalo to make the playoffs? Well, in my opinion, Boston. Now look, I'm a Bruins fan, but honestly the way this offseason went, where Boston didn't make any major moves, just filling up lineup spots with general downgrades like Taylor Hall for JVR, and Bertuzzi left, and all the Bruins added back was Milan Lucic and Morgan Geekie. Not to mention, they lost their top 2 centers and haven't done anything to fix that other than put Pavel Zacha at center, which means Boston lost another scoring wingers because they have no centers. And even worse, Boston is right up against the cap and they can't really make any moves to improve the team. So Boston will most likely be the team to fall out and give Buffalo a chance at the playoffs. But they're still going to have to beat Ottawa and Detroit in the standings if they want any chance at the playoffs, which is not going to be easy, as both Ottawa and Detroit are in a similar boat to Buffalo, where they are young teams looking to get better. And honestly, I don't see any other team other than Boston that's going to fall out of the playoff race in the Atlantic. I mean, maybe Florida kind of falls out, but I still think Tampa and Toronto are locks to be in the playoffs, although Tampa might be a little iffy in a few years, if I'm being honest. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later.